Um, Today is Wednesday, May 4th, 2016, and I just want to go over that I posted at kevinbands.com a recap of last week's post of Simrex Energy. XEC is a short. I posted, there's a recap there, and I just want to point this out ahead of time here, and this is basically how it played out. The short was up in here. There was a trigger here at around 111 and a half, 112 in that area, and then the cover was below 105, which was down in this area. Okay, for today's trade idea 16-14, it's short BDX. And what I have going on here is that BDX is working on a sideways, and as prices trade sideways, a trend will break out either to the upside or to the downside. That's the nice thing about sideways, that a trend does break out. Currently, what I'm seeing here is that money came into this and is now coming out. So if there is going to be a push above the previous high here around 163, it's going to have new money. Today's Wednesday and the market was down, and so you're having one of these where the whole market in general, if it continues to go lower, it might pull money out of here, out of this stock. What I have going on here is there's the short trigger again. If this trades higher, okay, let's say about 162, I would move this up. This is a 1 minute chart, and the moving averages are up here: 987 minutes, 610 minutes, 377 minutes. But it just kind of gives you a trigger. You can also use an SAR, but this is just if the price goes up, just kind of move your trigger, your short side here, and we'll get into here. This is where we're at right now on this daily chart. It's above pivot, so if it loses pivot, which is 168.32, I'd expect it to come down to 153. Like I posted before in this one here, you can set an alarm at say 160.12 to get your focus point on here. On a weekly, you can see that the money flow is it's peaking out again. Money flow here at the end of the year was up here, and it came down from 156 to 128, and now we're back up to the high here at 162.98. On this weekly, this actually should be down here on this line on pivot is 145.98. If it does swing, here are the resistance levels up in this area. They're all listed over here too: 175.04, 164.22. 164.22 I'm going to assume is going to be resistance for now on the weekly. You know, I use weeklies because it gives you a longer trend. You know, you're supposed to hold on to your winners, but like I said before, I post one tip a day. I come back a week later and recap it and review it. If it moves more than 5%, I try and move them up. But I try to make it simple that all you have to do is purchase one tip a day for $10, and I just recap it, so it's more of an education too, besides an idea on trading. So this is Becton Dickinson and Company, New York Stock Exchange, and once again, if this goes higher, move your stop trigger up. If it does come through the 160 area, I would assume it'd be 158, and then 153.65, and those pivot numbers are over here too. Yes, 158.32 and 153.65. And the last on here, to keep this so I can keep track of it here, BDX is currently at 116.22. 161.24 now. 164.24. And thank you for visiting my website, and have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you.